Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. We are back faster than I thought because I could not contain myself. So as you saw in the title, we are going to be checking out the dance practice for Rondo. Be first, I am more than excited. So here we go, and 3, 2, 1, go! As always, we will do a run through of the whole dance practice and then we'll go back. I use the descriptive. Hopefully that's the one that I'm looking for. If not, we'll change it, so don't worry. I'm so excited for this. Yes, this is the... Oh, I'm way too excited. You don't know how much. Oh. Oh, nice. Guys, I contained myself. We all know how hard that was, but I contained myself. I was able to see differences from the dance performance. And you know what we are going to do? Do we have here Rondo here? Okay, so, and I'm going to do this because I've noticed a difference. And it makes sense because, well, please don't mind the left side of the screen. Oh, no, it's perfect. Okay. I think I noticed a difference, and I would like to point it out using the video, the dance performance. Right, so I love it. I'm so happy. Yes, we are here. Let's go. So I have my pen, as always. It's red. So one day I'll change it, I promise you. I know the red is not the best color, but doesn't matter. So I have a pen. I also have paper. I'm ready, and let's go back. Yes. One thing that I would like to point out before they really start, I don't know if you noticed too, but they were very relaxed on the dance practice. And that's fine, because sometimes, so we have different stages on the dance practices, right? Initially they are learning, then they clean it, they go into details, etc., 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 to arrive to this point. Usually this tends to be the latest dance practice that they do as a team. I mean, maybe they do after 2 seconds. Sorry. Maybe they do more after, but usually this is like pre-music video or dance performance, in this case, recording kind of thing. Tends to be, just to make sure everyone is fine, blah, 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 right? So some groups go harder than others when they are doing this stage of the dance performance, of the dance practice. I'm going to be, I can already tell that I'm going to be swapping between performance and dance practice, but I'll try my best. So, B-first tends to be quite normal in their energy when it comes with their dance practices. But in this one, I could tell that they were more relaxed. Not to the point of just being pointing the steps, but, you know, they are fully doing the choreography. But you can just tell because of the way that some of the movements are done. In the dance performance, they are a little bit more faster, or they are a bit more clean. I don't know how to explain it, but you can tell the difference on the mood and on the precision of the dances, of the dance moves. Now, let's go into it. So obviously here we don't have the circle, right? Even though we don't have the circle, here the choreography goes the same, and they are all getting together to get into this circle-like stage of the performance, right? By the way, it hits the same. That boom of the beat hits exactly the same. Now remember that we pointed out last time.
6.
We pointed out, right? See that Ryuhei was here on our left, a little bit higher than the rest. Here, you can clearly see that they are all in the same level. So that's very nice. And how they are going down. Also, Ryuhei in this case is here. So on the dance performance, we have a different view. So it will be on this side, right? On their back. Even though here he is on our side, right? So, yeah, okay, more or less, makes sense. So the camera will have been around here, right? Between them, more or less. So just have that in mind. He is controlling them. I'm just so happy. This is a very good way to see the different heights. Sorry for Sota and for Shunto. They are the shortest. Then it comes Manato. Then I believe Ryuhei is currently the tallest member. It feels like he is. Oh, I might be wrong. But obviously we have Leo, Junon, and Ryuhei, the taller members. It feels like they are a little bit more relaxed. Let me see one thing. So I'm paying attention to the legs in this case, because the last time we were able to pay attention to, it was a better attention to the, well, to everything, but mainly the upper half of the body, just because the camera was coming and going, right? So sometimes the angles of the camera and everything makes the upper body easier to distinct than the lower portion. And I'm just seeing, see, he's way more flexed than the rest of the members. Leo is completely, his leg is fully extended. I still believe this is such a good movement. And see, here we can again tell the differences between all of them. The way that, well, he is fully turned. Wow. Flexibility. There's a small differences between each of the members' movements. Nothing wrong with it. It comes with stylistic choices from each of them, their own experience and strengths and their body, because at the end of the day they know each other the best. And I love when you see everything cohesive, but I also like to see the small little details. So see, for example, right, Sota is quite curved to one of the sides, right, and his arm is almost fully like that. Then Leo is more, his arm is not as up as the rest. Here is the wrist, which is clearly higher than the rest of the members. Again, different ways to do the movements, and it's the same with the legs. Leo has the knees on, like, to the middle of the body, right, to the inside, while Sota and Junon, yes, they have their knees to the external part, then to the middle, kind of the center, and I believe Shinto, it's more on the outside. Believe so. I could be wrong. But I just cannot see him clearly. Beautiful movements. Very fast movement. We've said this during the dance performance. I still think that most of the movements are very big, even with the smaller details that we were seeing here, for example, right? So we go with that big movement with the arms, and then go into a very detailed with the shoulders and arms, right? See, that one big and then smaller, to end up on a big one again, that it makes them even bigger, right? So we go from a very small details to big hands and movement, oval. Great. Love this isolation of movements between all of them. And the transitions are killer on this, and this is one of the reasons why I like dance practices. I've said it before many times. I really enjoy dance practices because you can see everything that is happening. Obviously, this in the dance performance didn't happen, right? So if we go to the 1 minute and 5, well, I don't think. Are we going to be able to see it? Right here, you cannot really see the transition and how they go from one place to the other. Obviously, this might change a little bit during performances, live performances, because they are themselves. But sometimes it's not up to the members. It's fully choreography. Hey, you have to leave like this. Like, for example, if you left in a very specific way, because that's how it was mandated by the choreography, right? So I love the art. Yay. There. Love the fact that Shunto starts the movement and then Leo and Junon follow along, right? And then they join there. But they joined a little bit differently. See, differences, right? Again, differences. I've always said this, and I think that you are used to me saying this and be like this, so you don't have any problem. When I point out differences between the different members, it's not something bad. It's just, note this is done in this way and not the other one. Not a bad thing at all. Sometimes it might be that they are not synchronized, and if they want, they should be cleaning that section. But it's not something bad. Obviously, if I see something that is very bad, I'm going to say it. But they are never bad, okay? They are never bad. So, but here, right, we can clearly see the difference. And it's funny because Shinto is kind of the middle between the two different positions, and I'm telling you why. So on one end, we have Shinto, that we are going to be the one that we take as reference for the movement. Why? Because he is in the center of this formation. So we are going to take that person right now as the person that we take as example for the movement in itself. So he clearly has his left, well, this is, so yeah, I believe that's the left. I could be wrong because of mirrors and things like that, but I believe it's the left. Doesn't matter. Let's put it this way. He has this leg mainly, and I think the other one a little bit, but this leg is a little bit flexed, right? So it's not fully straight, it's a little bit flexed, and his foot is a little bit standing. He's on his tiptoes, more or less, right? Then it might seem stupid, but his arm is really following along to that line. Also flexed, not fully relaxed, on top of his pants, and then the other arm is kind of like in the middle section of his body, not fully extended, not fully flexed, but a little bit, like kind of like that, with a movement on the fingers. I cannot fully see it. I believe it's like this, but again, sorry for my nail polish, but but I believe that's it. So if we take him as the reference, right, we see that the upper side of his body matches with Leo's upper body, right? Pretty similar, a little bit, yeah, very, very similar. Maybe Leo is not as center forward, his body is not positioned center forward, but that makes sense because he's not the center in this formation. So that's 100% normal. It makes sense. This is going to sound bad, but he is background at this stage. Each of the members have to shine in specific sections, and then obviously they have to do well overall, but they need to be the center in specific moments when they are singing, rapping, etc. So that's why the fact that he is not facing the center of the public makes sense. So, again, he matches the upper body, but then when it comes to the lower section of the body, he is not matching this. In this section, he is it's a little bit more similar to Junon. Not fully either, because Junon is also is not as flexed as the knee is not that flexed, but it still is not fully straight. So it's a little bit more similar to this one. Definitely, the upper body is different. You will see that his arm is way higher than the rest of the members. So, wow, I don't know how long that took me, sorry. And let's see how they enter again. They are preparing. Here you can notice, and Manacho is a little bit slower than Sota and Ryohei. Right? Did you notice there? It's a very tiny fraction of the time, but you can tell. If you really pay attention, you can tell. I can't remember. I don't think he is a little bit late here. Let's see. Yeah, you cannot see it, and also the camera changes. Again, great to be able to see the dance practice and see everything. Very good with the levels. We already know that Sota is way shorter than Ryohei. I'm sorry for calling Sota short. I believe he's taller than me, so but the first height. I'm so sad that this is Sota. There you go. Yeah, accept. Gonna see his height. Yeah, he's 174. Guys, he is almost 20 centimeters. That's so bad. Okay, he is a total of... I'm 158. So my maths are mathing 16 centimeters taller than me. Okay, so I know he is not short. Okay, but in comparison with the other members, he is short. Okay, that's why I'm saying it. Just in case. So you can tell that he is going lower than Ryohei. Makes full sense. Oh, love the way that they do these movements and how much stability they have with their legs. Also, you can see here the differences, right? How Shota is facing more one of the sides, while Ryohei is facing forward, like Manato. So, very interesting. Oh, such a good. Oh. And how he lifts his body to go, Guys, see how much he goes forwards. Backwards. And how he joins back to the other members. To this case, to Junon and Leo. We have a cannon there, so going a movement from one to the other. Beautiful. Oh. I love this. I saw it while we were doing the dance practice. I saw it and I said something. I don't remember what I said, but I said something. And because I noticed immediately. Also, I want to remember when they were facing each other again. Because here, okay, so it's around 148. Okay. After this, because I think they didn't have that, so. Okay. So, this is very visual, and it creates layers, it creates visual effect to us and imagery, right? Shunto comes in on a low level, right? If we make the comparison, Manato and Ryohei are on a high level, and then they exchange that position. See? Beautiful. And then go fast, and they go forward, and they are, a little bit more forward than Shunto, creating then the option for the rest of the members to kind of go around Shunto. Okay, so yeah, they are kind of still facing. Okay. Yeah, this is not the section. Okay. Oh. So nice. Okay. Let me remember this. Okay, see, in the dance performance, we had this chorus facing each other, and we spoke about this, if my memory is correct. We spoke about how I believe when you're dancing like that, usually it means that you are speaking to each other in a way, it's a little bit more intimate, and it's more, it creates a different dynamic and feeling for the choreography, right? So in the dance practice, as we can tell, this is not the case, and the choreography is facing the public, the audience. Makes sense? I think I liked the touch on the dance performance in this specific case. You can tell. You can tell which members are taking it more relaxed than others. Oh, beautiful movement. That's a beautiful movement. I was going to point it out this screen with this. Look at him. Look at Ryuhei for a second. Oh, beautiful. And how the members, while he is doing that solo, right, those few eights, how the members go to one side to leave him the space and the center of the tension, and then how smooth they go back. And look at this, they are now, yes, they are all equally almost, and how they are, their arms are, not their legs, a little bit different from each other, some of them, but still cohesive, beautiful. And how he joins into that movement. Oh. How he joins in that movement, right? Then again, separates a little bit from what the rest of the members are doing. And I believe we are entering at some stage the section where they were doing some kind of, yes, see, I knew it. Because there was some, remember that there was some kind of like a dance battle it was saying. Oh, man. Oh. I'm sorry, but I just cannot. Somebody in the comments of the video of the dance practice, right? The one that my reaction was mentioning that every time that Shota comes in with the cap and like, oh my goodness, like you can see the stare, you can see the oh, I love it. The isolation, the control, I don't even know what to say anymore. By the way, I forgot to say that Ryuhei used like almost like a cramping move before, and I forgot to mention it. I apologize. Look at how low he goes and how he controls his own descent there. There. Obviously, all of the members, there are some exceptions, but all of the members are kind of balancing themselves in one leg. Some have their leg a little bit higher than others. And then we have here the king, right? We have the king that he doesn't only have his leg wide higher than the rest of the members, but also his upper body is, sorry, this is going to be awkward and hopefully I don't end on the floor. But his body is a little bit backwards, right? So it's not the same. It's not the same because the members here, yes, their leg is balancing them out and also their core is balancing them out. Here, his core is working extra mile just because the center of his body is in a different position than the rest. Beautiful. And I'm saying beautiful for not saying a bad word in a good way. Oh. Yes. I used to feel like the it goes very well with that movement. It's almost like you are that choreography that is very intentional to the section. Very nice. And then we'll go all in the line. And I believe, let me see something. Yes. Okay. Yes or no? I have to pay attention because I believe 3 of them are doing the movements in one arm first, like in one side of the body first, and the other 3 members are doing it in the almost like a mirror kind of thing. So let me pay attention. Okay, so yeah, it almost seems like they are going through to our left and they are doing the movement to the right, to our right. Very nice. Very nice imagery. I am so happy, guys. You cannot believe. They look tired though. Let's leave them like this. They look very tired, but I love this. I'm so happy they uploaded this. There were people talking on my, and I think I replied to you guys, but there were people on my comments saying, one person was saying, oh, I don't know if they will upload it because usually they don't when they do dance performances, but we were all hoping. And then I think I saw it today, or I saw it yesterday, one of you guys told me, hey Andrea, they uploaded it, and I'm like, yes. So I cannot contain myself. Let's be honest, this is me not containing myself. That's why we are doing it. But I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy. It's past 9 right now at night, and I didn't know if I was going to do this today or not. I even said to somebody, to the person who told me that this was uploaded, I said, well, I'll try my best to react to it as soon as possible. Probably it would be for the Sunday update. But yeah, no, if I'm able to make it, which I believe there won't be a problem, this is going on for tomorrow, so for Friday. I'm excited. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed it and have a lot of fun for the weekend if you are watching this on Friday or the weekend.